Este cuarteto californiano causa furor desde su aparición en los espectáculos de David Letterman. Mencionados por Martin Scorsese y también por Prince como una de sus bandas favoritas, el soul renovado, el rock and roll, la potencia en directo y la novedad, doy la bienvenida a Vintage Trouble. Welcome.
Hola.
Gracias.
Hola.
I like the way you say rock and roll. Can I say that again?
Rock and roll.
Yes.
Okay. Now I have to speak in English.
Don't worry
So let's see what happens.
Okay.
So, how are you?
Un poco cansado, pero bien.
Well, that's good if you're good. Okay, so you're yeah. Now Chinese. Now, your first album was made in a little short of time, no? 3 months together, and it was a really compact work. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering, what kind of relation did you have before this to have this like great album, like in the beginning?
Well, what happened really was we were playing. We were only together for 3 weeks before we did our first show. That first show, we were offered a residency. Within the first 3 months, we were recording this record, and we recorded that record in 3 days. So we have a good three thing that happens for us that's great. The only reason we were able to record that in 3 days was because we were just recording a demo, something to sell at the shows. Now, when we record, we just sit in a room, everyone faces each other, and we just hit the record button, and that's the album. Now, I think it might even have been 2 days of recording and 1 day of mixing. Yeah. We toured this record for 4 years. We paid no money for it, and it has been one of the best experiences of our life, was that recording of that record.
Lucky you. Okay. Yeah. You once said you talk about primitive soul and primitive art. Like, explain me a little bit of this thing. Who wants to talk now? You again?
No, not necessarily.
Sure. Primitive soul is just kind of a phrase that we tripped over, but it really explained our band, because basically we wanted to take the great soul songwriting and the great soul sort of sentimentality of the 50s and 60s, as well as rhythm and blues and early rock and roll, and basically strip it all down, strip it down to its basic core component and see if we could do it in its rawest form, just bass, guitar, drums, and vocal. And everybody tried to put a name or to explain what we were, and primitive soul just actually seemed to capture it the most, because when you think about it, rock and roll at its DNA is some sort of primitive version of soul and jazz, and same thing with rhythm and blues. You tear it all down, it kind of goes back to this, the core of everything kind of goes back to, in a sense, primitive soul, primitive gospel, primitive, and so that was something that fit for us and was a great explanation to explain what we were.
Great. How important are your lyrics in your music?
Not at all.
Who writes them?
They're everything. That man right there is brilliant.
You?
No,
you write them?
It's the most important part of the music.
It is.
No, I think I grew up listening to a lot of music that at the time I didn't know that the music that was my favorite was usually poetry put to music. So I like to write poems that happen to work as songs. I think words are really important. It's an odd thing for me to say, because I think that words are also not that important. Sometimes I think words get in the way. So I think you have to be very careful about the words you choose. And I like the idea that they can change your mood. You can have one word difference in a phrase, and it can make you feel completely different. And so I think we are very picky about the way our songs come across. So the words are really kind of the forefront of what we'll leave in the message, as far as what carries on in people's heads.
Music is also very important. I mean, in your shows are completely like impressive shows, I have to say. I want to see you today, because it's like I saw that on YouTube only, but it's impressive the way you move, the way you play. is it more difficult to compose the music or the lyrics for you? It comes together?
It's got to be both, I think.
I think it's in the balance, and it's been really interesting now for us. We've been touring for a long time, and you know, they get the experience from different places of the world. It feels like our music is changing now a lot too, you know, like we you know, he was talking about primitive soul, and now we kind of almost get like an urban feel to it, just based on seeing the world and meeting people like you and being here in Spain. It's always been a huge influence to us, you know. So of course music is a big part, and we're trying to move with the time, you know, that we're in, you know. So
like the universal concept of music, maybe, no?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Okay. Well, if you if you used another language like Swedish, for example, in your music, do you think you will cause the same effect in people? It's important to sing in a language, or?
I don't think it's that important myself. I think music is a feeling, and I think that people are touched by lyrics, of course, but a lot of people don't know the lyrics to their favorite songs. So, you know, it's really an individual, very subjective thing. Some people are a lot about lyrics, some people are just about music, some people mix it up both ways. But, you know, music is a universal language, and, you know, a lot of it is English speaking, but people around the world are listening to it and they don't even speak English. And, you know, we'll listen to, you know, Spanish, you know, flamenco guitar or something, and it could touch us in the same way, you know. So it's a tough question to answer, but it's very subjective. But again, it's a beautiful language to speak and listen to in any language, really.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know the lyrics to any songs. So, I mean, to be a lyricist, the lyrics, for me, are the last things I learn, but they're the things that stay with me the longest. But then again, like Richard was saying, you don't need to know. I mean, when someone goes to see La Traviata, you know, when she hits that high note at the end, we're all gonna cry. We don't know what the hell she said.
yeah, something music.
That's true. Yeah, completely agree. Right? You've made collaborations with a lot of artists, like mostly female, no? Collaborations, I think.
We've got enough males here, so if we're
like
we got both. We got
mostly she's talking about she's seen probably, right?
Yeah, right.
Are you, who you want to play now? Are you looking for someone right now? Or, well, I saw that you've made a collaboration with Pepa Solana.
Yeah.
She's from here. I know her.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, she's great.
The funny thing is, and this is not just because we're here, one of the artists that I wanted us to collaborate with the most, that's a new artist that's come around over the last 5 years, is Ben L'Uncle Soul. And I can't even believe when I found out that he's here today. You know, we were watching a video, a YouTube of Gregory Porter, and he did a version of Grandma's Hands Together by Bill Withers, and it just stunned me. And literally for one night, I went through all of his YouTubes, I probably bored all my friends with sharing so many of his videos. So as far as it being a guy and not a girl, he would definitely be one of them. So it's amazing that he's here as part of this the Black is Back festival. And which is interesting, did Black ever go anywhere?
Right. I didn't know that. Certainly didn't leave my life. Ever.
Well. Okay, so you can ask him to make a collaboration.
Yeah,
this is the chance.
Yeah, this is the chance.
This is the day.
Carpe diem.
Yeah, carpe diem. And are you going to make a soundtrack with Martin Scorsese soon?
No, there was a TV show of his called Vinyl, which was on HBO, that I already did the soundtrack for.
Fantastic, career.
Yeah.
You have a fantastic career. Okay, so what are we going to watch today?
I'm gonna go see a movie around the corner and see if I can work out. I know a lot of Spanish.
I'm gonna watch some tapas go in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some food go in my. I'm gonna watch some back of my eyelids. No, but tonight tonight the thing about Spain, we were talking about it earlier, is it's probably one of our favorites, if not favorite place to play in the world. And certainly for myself, I think at least half the band wants to move here at some point in time. It's got an energy to it. We're late night creatures. Spain is a late night country where we love the fact that everybody, the people are they're open and sexy and they're into it. And so what you can probably expect tonight is, especially in Madrid, in the center of Spain, is a lot of we say come dressy, leave messy. So show up proper, but then you're gonna leave like you've been at the gym for a couple of hours, and you're gonna feel like you just had sex and at the gym. So.
I'm with spinning lately.
Ah, see, there you go. There you go.
Spinning is hard.
Yeah.
Spinning
at
is
7
no joke.
a.m. in the morning every day, eh?
Yeah, I want
Spinning is
actually.
no joke.
I'm horrible at it, but
Yeah.
I surprisingly,
It looks fun.
It seems like I would be good at it, but I'm horrible at it. I want to.
Did you try?
I did, and I don't like to keep doing things I'm bad at. No, but I do want to learn. It's such an amazing form, especially when the teachers are so good, and then they play the right kind of music as well.
Okay, Vintage Travel, it's a pleasure to know you from
Yeah.
Arriba España M80.
Maria!
Yes, Maria. Every interview from here is going downhill. This is
Yeah, they say you always remember your first in a special kind of way.
Yes,
This was your first interview?
My first interview.
You're great.
that's
You're
right.
great. You're great.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Really good.
most times people in their first interview, they don't like sit down. They're like, you're so casual. It's good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
love it. It's great.
Great.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Bye bye.